Welcome. Welcome to the Mad Lua Podcast. I'm the host, the one, the only, Magneto 7. Magneto 7 in the building. I'm him. So, welcome to another wonderful week of the Mad Lucrative Podcast. Y'all hear it in my voice. It sounds like I've been out here chiefing blunts and all that stuff. I ain't been doing none of that. I have been talking every night, though, to these independent artists, which we're going to talk about. But welcome. This is episode 107. Brought to you by Clover the Brand. All of my business owners, if y'all need any kind of payment processing systems to cut down on some of your fees, you might be at the 15%. I can get that joint down to 8%. So holla at me. But this episode to you is brought to you by Clover the Brand. Shouts out. Big money. But I'm a shout out everybody. Y'all know I got to shout out everybody. XI. Hold up, girl. Now, girl, what is this? XI_ORBS. What up? And you know, I be messing up. So, what up? That's the only one on Instagram. Instagram be stepping on the algorithm, cuz. They be stepping on me. But shouts out to Ty. What up? Angela, what up? Jimmy, what up? Mike, what up? So we're going to have some fun today. I want to start off today's episode solely, right? We got to get to it up front. She is, girl, you're going to have to send that to me in a voice memo so I can commit it to memory. You dig? Send it in a voice memo. I'm going to commit it to memory, and I'm going to say it on the pod next time. Yeah, I got you. All right? But, so this has been a great week. I found some really dope artists. Y'all know I've been doing the music reviews at night on TikTok. And speaking of that, all right, so we got to get to it. We got to do some housekeeping first, right? So I've been talking to every artist about the importance of not depending on one particular platform as it relates to where you post, how many times you post, how much. Even if the platform starts to give you money, I tell the artist, I say, look, don't depend on it. The reason you don't want to depend on it is because stuff happens. I didn't say ish, huh? I'm not going to start this pod by being demonetized, but stuff happens where I eat TikTok, they ban me. You know what? It's cool. I'm one of them, y'all know, from my lucrative community, y'all know I don't really depend on none of these platforms as just being one singular thing. All of the platforms work together. It's like a big body, right? So we're going to put a big social media body right in front of you and say, all right, so the head is technically Instagram. The head of the body is Instagram. And then the body might be Facebook. But then you got TikTok as one of these limbs. You got LinkedIn as another one of these limbs. You got YouTube as one of the legs. And I look at it like a full body. So, unfortunately, sometimes you have to have an amputated leg, you know. If you have an amputated arm, stuff happens. And last night, I was in a rhythm. I kind of got an idea of why they banned me, too. Y'all know I don't shy away from the LGBTQ plus community conversations. I don't shy away from it. I know that I'm not a person that's maliciously going to attack the community, whether that's with them or with black folk, white folk, Indian folk. I'm not going to ever maliciously attack a community. So I know my motive when I'm talking about stuff. And y'all know how I am. You'll learn you'll get to know me over time. But I was like, yo, was I making fun? I was saying I will be, all right, I'm not going to say that joke. I think the joke, I get why they banned me now. I get it. I was a little bit over the top. But I was just saying, like, yo, I'm going to treat everybody the same that comes to the chat. And that's what I mean. Like, if I'm reviewing your music, I'm going to treat you just like the last person. What up, Dwayne? I'm going to treat you just like the last person. I don't care if you gay. I don't care if you Chinese. I don't care if you white. I don't care if you black. Everybody going to get the same treatment, right? The treatment is love, right? Part of the treatment is love. Part of the treatment is smoke. I will bring the smoke. Don't get banned on here. Yo, if they ban me, it's cool. But it's not cool. I don't want to get banned on here. I don't want to get banned. What up, homie? Dwayne Kelly in the building. This is your first time to the chat. Welcome. Dwayne's dope too. Y'all follow him on IG. Dwayne_Kelly. Dwayne_Kelly. He's dope. But I just don't believe in babying any community. I feel like everybody deserves the same amount of love, right? Start with love. Love is the center. Love is that center in that heart right there. That heart right there. That's the center of it. Love is the center. But then, if people need to be chastised, then smoke shall come shortly after. Smoke is a must. So it's just like if you're raising a kid, y'all know if you're raising a kid and they act up, it's only so many times you're gonna say, all right, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to say it nice. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. And if you do it again, I'm going to have to whoop you. So that's what I feel like social media should be. And that's how people should be in general. But everybody is just soft. And everybody's just like, oh, you hurt my heart. You hurt my feelings. Yo, let me tell y'all this. This is one of the things. Dwayne, you in my age group. I don't know. My girl, I don't know if you in my age group or not. I know. Oh, hey, Michelle. Welcome. I know Sean is in my age group, and I know Jimmy is in my age group. So when you're from our age group, that 35 and up to 40 and past 40, your mama had you come in the house, and she said, especially like me, if you, my mama, you come in the house, where your bike at? I mean, I was riding home, and then some, Teron them. This is a true story, reenactment. Teron them took my bike, and I was just like, I gotta just walk home. My mama said, boy, if you don't go out there and get that damn bike, I said, okay. I'm gonna go get the bike. She said, I don't care, you fight, you go out here and you go get your stuff. So I was like, all right, cool. But that built a certain amount of grit in me over time. So I naturally feel like a little bit of that has to be instilled. Which one is it? Instilled or installed? I know Angela's a school teacher. So I know she be. What is it? Cynics maligma? Is it incorrect proper spelling grammar? But instilled. Okay, instilled. All right. But I feel like a lot of those values have to be instilled in us for us to be just productive humans, productive adults. I feel like what's going on right now, especially within, I'm not going to say no communities. I'm not going to say black, white. I ain't say no communities. I'm just saying in general. I feel like what's going on right now is everybody's super soft and everybody wants to be baby and everybody feels like they have a right to have a point of view, which you do. You do. But does your point of view have to be heard? If your point of view don't have to be heard, then it's just like, it's not really necessary to hear you right now. I don't really have to hear you right now. You could exist. How about you just exist and we just chill and we do us? But that was dumb. And I feel like it's necessary to bring back that was dumb. Not bully culture. I won't say bully culture. But if your homeboy in his late 40s and he got a dumb idea, it's necessary to say, hey, bro, you know what? That was kind of dumb. Like, I feel like we owe each other that type of, like, reaction, right? So, we're not babying nobody, but I will say going back to my being banned on TikTok and coming to Instagram. And see, it's only 2 people here right now. It's only 2 people, and I got my lucrative community. But I don't depend on one particular platform just in case that happens somewhere else. If it happened on Instagram, then I still got my lucrative community. If it happened on my lucrative community, I still got my Patreon people. And that's why I want everybody to start thinking like that. Like, don't let one thing stop the show. And even if it gets push come to shove, and y'all know I did this probably the first 60 episodes of me starting to do podcasting. It was just me and the camera. I did not turn no chat on. I ain't turn no feed on. I was just trying to figure out how to relay a message on camera and make it exciting enough for people to want to listen to it, right? Because I know me. I know I show up in this mug with a full green suit, face painted green, and I'm going to be an alien doing a podcast for the whole episode. That's where my imagination can go, but I'm choosing not to do that. I'm not going to do that just yet. I might do it later on, but not just yet. So, y'all, don't depend on these platforms. Don't think that they in your best interest. Even if they start paying you. I remember talking about This is probably Tuesday or Monday this week. I was talking to my musicians, and I said, look, I remember when we were all posting stuff over and over on Instagram. This wasn't that long ago. This was like November last year till about February this year, right? Instagram said, you know what, man, y'all creators, y'all doing y'all thing. We gonna send you a bonus. We gonna send y'all a bonus. That bonus consisted of us getting paid for the reels that we would put out. So we put a reel out. I know my wife had to be killing. My wife had to be getting some bread. She was getting like 20,000, 30,000. She ain't tell me about the bread that she got though. That's her business, huh? Protect black women. That's her business. But I was just like, yo, what's gonna happen to all the people that's depending on this real money? Not real money, like REAL. Not real money, but REEL. What's gonna happen to the people after all this real money disappears? Because I knew it was happening. A lot of the times these companies incentivize us to post and keep eyes on the platform by incentivizing us by getting paid. You're going to get paid. You post more reels, going to pay you more. You go, you got to make more relatable content. No, you got to make more just exciting content. No, you got to just post more. Post 4 times a day. Post 3. All you're doing is creating a ecosystem for that platform to survive. Because without Instagram, without TikTok, y'all saw it happen with the Vine. Hopefully I got that clip. Lord knows I hope I got that clip. Hold on. So let me see. All right. So that clip. Nah, I don't have it. God dang. So it was a clip that was floating around with my guy. I think it wasn't Chico Bean. It was somebody in that new influencer comedian era. All of them were on the Vine, right? All of them were on the Vine. What up? Welcome. All of them were on the Vine and they were posting, contributing to the ecosystem of the Vine, right? And then what happened was the Vine said, you know what? We good. They gonna keep feeding us and we ain't gotta pay them nothing. Cool. The influencer, which I hope we get there again. And not depend on the platform to pay us. But we start building our own ecosystems and we work it. So all of the black, I don't know if it was just all black. I'm gonna just put black because it hit harder. All the black content creators. I know somebody's gonna fact check me in the comments later on, but it's cool. But all the black content creators that was coming with that fire, my Atlanta tone, coming with that fire. They went to the Vine. They said, look, yo, we need to get paid something. We generating millions of views. We got all this action over here for y'all, and y'all don't want to pay us nothing? And the CEOs at the Vine said, nah, we good. We ain't got to pay y'all nothing because y'all creating for free. All of the black content creators said, you know what? It's up. We going to go to Instagram. We going to run it up. We going to go to I don't even know if Snapchat was up just yet, but they said we're going to go Instagram. We're going to run it up. We're going to take all our content, go over there. But this is the issue. That's why I want all of us to start looking at Isaac Hayes Jr., his platform, which is, somebody put it in the chat. I can't think of what the name of it is right now. I'm sorry. Isaac Hayes Jr., I'm sorry. You know I love you, brother. But I can't remember right now. I'm in my mode. But that's why it's important for us to contribute to platforms that's either owned by us or primarily owned by us, so we feed our own ecosystem. Hey girl. We got to feed our own ecosystem. Because that's what's happening was the same thing. Instagram said, all right, we're going to pay you for this reel. Oh, come on, we're going to give you a couple thousand for the reel. But if you really break down, if you get the same traction and you get the same momentum going for your personal websites and your personal brands, think about how much. I want y'all to do this. Y'all too in my super chats. Yo, appreciate you. I just saw that. Thank you, girl. Thank you. But everybody that's in our space, think about it like this. If you generate 15 million people, not even 15 million, that's a lot. Let's say you generate a consistent 20,000 people. A consistent 20,000 people that come to your personal website every day. And they're looking for your content every day. How much more money you gonna get? Just from the traffic alone, you're building credibility with your website. You can actually go get a loan out against your website and then fund it to some Google ads and just boost it up even more. That's a possibility. But we all get strung out to the likes. We all get strung out to what's comfortable. It's comfortable for us to go post on Instagram, to post on Facebook, an already built platform. It's comfortable for us to do that, right? You sound spit straight game. Thank you. It's comfortable for us to do that. So I want us to get out of that mindset and start thinking, all right. And I said this in last night's chat. I think I said this in last night's chat on TikTok. I said, think about it like this. Every time you post something, every time you create some type of content, think about it like this. What happens? What up, Shane? What happens if these mother push the button on you? They push the button on Shane. You remember I had this conversation with y'all last night. What happened if they push the button on you? TikTok pushed the button on me. That's my perfect example. Last night I was in my rhythm. Somebody had even paid for a music review. Last night somebody had even paid for a music review, and I'm in my rhythm. I'm going through their social media. I'm looking at the Instagram. I do Instagram audits for the low. Like, I know y'all. I know. I love my musicians. Y'all know I got a special heart for my musicians. But I'm going through my Instagram. I'm going through, well, not my Instagram, but the artist's Instagram. And then I think I started getting off on the LGBTQ plus talk. And y'all, I like the joke. I'm just a big joker. Everything that I say, this shouldn't hold a certain amount of weight, but sometimes it does. So I'm willing to be re-educated. I'm willing to be re-educated. But anyway, I'm in my rhythm. Somebody paid for another music review. I was about to go to this next music review, and TikTok said, up, out. Push the button on your black ass. I'm going to push the button on your black ass. It's up. Nigga, it's up. That's what TikTok said that last night. Nigga, it's up. So I said, oh, no, it's not up. It said, nigga, it's up. It's up. Pack it up. Roll the cords up. Turn the speakers off. It's up. So I said, all right. So the funny thing, what I do, I've learned how to, and that comes from being a fat kid, growing up as a fat kid, not getting no girls, getting picked on. I just learned how to bounce back real quick. I bounced back. So I said, all right, cool. Soon as TikTok hit the button on me, I made a video. Some of y'all may have seen the video already on TikTok. I made a video. I said, look, man. I said, these mothers banned me. Man, that's up. I can't do nothing till November 9th on TikTok. Can't do nothing till November 9th. And then I put, but I still got IG. Ha! Hold on. Who wins? I did. Now, granted, I might not get exposed to as many new people when it comes to building my chats, having people to talk to, asking them questions if they want to talk about whatever. I might not have as much back and forth on that side because Instagram's algorithm does not benefit me. I've been known that for a long time. Unless I'm making music or if I'm doing something that's in that field, which I'm trying to morph into other stuff. So I said, look, it's cool. I even played a song. I played, what is it? It's so hard to say goodbye. I said, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday, right? Then I flew in. Come holler at me on Instagram. I'll be on Instagram. Come holler at me. So we have to get in the space of just bounce back. Use these social media platforms, all right? I think that was it. I wanted to talk about that because that happened last night and that was like fresh. It was like a fresh cut. It was a fresh cut. All right, so I want to talk about the money first, but let me see what y'all sent me in the keep in mind, y'all know I don't be looking through half of these messages that y'all send me. Oh, y'all sent me some LaRussell. I really don't want to get into the relationship conversations today. I really don't want to get into, men don't be rocking with the women don't be rocking with the men. It's 50-50. I don't want to get into that conversation today. Like, that's minuscule. We're going to get to the money first. We normally wait to we talk about the money last. If y'all are new to my chat, we normally talk about money. We talk about musician stuff, and then we talk about some current events. But now, today, I want to talk about the money first. So let's give it up for the money. We're going to give it up for the money. So, as y'all all know, I've been full-time content creating since September now. No day job. I have no day job. I'm full all locked in, right? Building plans. I built plans for myself. I built plans for other people. And I'm making some sizable deposits. Shouts out to Big Jesus, not Little Jesus. That Little Jesus, I still trust the Little Jesus, the little baby Jesus. I trust little baby Jesus, but that Big Jesus was actually on the cross. He actually did some stuff. So, shouts out to Big Jesus. So, this is a twofold conversation. Angela, all right, I got you. So this is a two-part conversation. I went to the bank. Well, I didn't even go to the bank first. I was at the house, and I don't know how many people actually have real estate, or if you have different investments, or if you have REITs that pay out monthly, right? But I'm into a lot of stuff. Legal, not that Caesar type of investments. Not the Caesar investments. I saw that in the message too. Not the Caesar investment, but I'm into some real investments, right? Being in certain investments, I'll get a check per month. I'll get a check. Sometimes it's a couple thousand, sometimes a couple hundred. Just depends. If it's a royalty check, it might be a couple $100s. I'm not mad at it. It's something, right? Every dollar counts. That's what Dave Ramsey say. Every dollar counts. So I said, all right, cool. So I'm down here in the studio. I think I was mixing the first pod for this week. I was mixing it, getting it ready to be prepped for YouTube. So I see my Ring doorbell go off. Everybody, if you in the chat, how many times do you get anxiety? Do you get anxiety every time the Ring doorbell go off? Like, I immediately want to go grab my joints. Be like, yo, who out here? Yo, who here? Who is that? Who is this? Hello. But anyway, I see the doorbell go off. I get a notification on my phone. Your package has been delivered. I was like, all right, cool. I didn't order nothing. But I was like, oh, I had a check coming. All right, had a check coming. So I was like, dope. It's here. Shouts out to us. I am going to Vegas next week, too. I'm going to Vegas. My wife talked me into going to the Usher concert. She talked me into going to the Usher concert, and I really didn't want to do it, but we're going to the Usher concert, and we're going to the Sphere. Y'all know, hold up, let me get a Sphere clap. I might actually do a review on just going to the Sphere in Vegas next week, but I'm excited. But my wife taught me to going to the Usher concert. Mr. Steal Your Girl. No, that's Trey Songz. What Usher say? Leave your girl around me, true player for real. Hey, Usher, I'm a player too. I'm one of them too. Appreciate it. I'm one of them too, though, Usher. I'm one of them too. But anyway, I get the check. That's what was in the mail. If y'all ain't following the story, that's what was in the mail. It was actually a check. So I get the check. I look at that joint. I'm like, ooh. I'm not gonna tell y'all the amount of the check. It was under 10 grand. I'll say that. It's under 10 grand, but it's over 2. I'll just say that. Under 10 grand, but over 2. So I call around to the different banks because this particular check is from a new vendor. So I look, I say, well, I know if I do this, it's going to take me about a week and some change maybe because it's new. It's a new vendor. It's going to take a week and some change for the check to clear. So I was like, I don't really want to do that. So I said, I looked at the check. I took it to Wells Fargo. That's where all of my corporate accounts are, with Wells Fargo. If y'all try to scam me, I will bust you. But I go to Wells Fargo. I show him the check. The girl looks at me like this. What you do? I said, I do a lot. And I say a lot because I'm into real estate. I'm into podcasting. I'm into music. I sell music. I do coaching calls with people. I help people do strategy. My wife and I have the interior design business. I do a lot. I do a whole lot. So I just say a lot. Simple answer, simple question. She said, what you do? What up, buddy? What up? Bobby Critical. I was talking about you last night, dog. Real talk. Good shit, though. I mean, good stuff. Big Jesus. Sorry, Big Jesus. Sorry. Angela, I'm going to keep apologizing to Big Jesus all day long. Big Jesus. Especially I just got the check in the mail. So I go to Wells Fargo. Again, remember, the check is under $10,000, but it's over $2,000. So I call around. I say, look, I'm going to bring the check. I'm going to deposit it. And Wells Fargo looks at me like this and says, well, this is a new vendor. You've never accepted the check from them before. So it might take you about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Keep in mind, I don't want to wait that long for this check to clear because I'm going to Vegas next week. So I said, all right, cool. She said, well, what you could do is I won't tag it. Shouts out to Tiffany. Tiffany, I see you, girl. Tiffany, hey, girl. All right, so shouts out to Tiffany. That's the bank teller at Wells Fargo up here on Glenwood. So she says, well, what you could do is I won't tag the check. I won't tag the back of the check. And what you could do is go to the PNC bank. She said, but I'm going to let you know, a lot of the banks don't have money nowadays. And that's what we're about to talk about. She said, a lot of banks don't have money nowadays. So I don't even know if they can actually cash this check. So I was like, it ain't even 10 grand. She was like, but it's, sir. She looked like this. Mr. Crawford. Mr. Crawford. I said, all right, I got you. She said, but what you can do is just call around to the banks and see if they have the money in their actual bank where they can actually clear the check, pay for the check. I said, cool. So I'm calling around. Y'all, I don't know how any rapper is getting any cash out nowadays. Like, y'all must be calling like 15 days in advance to get like a stack like that, because the little bit of money, I said a little bit of money, but the little bit of money that I was getting cash, I called all these banks. I called the bank in Buckhead. I said, surely, this Buckhead, surely they got the cash in reserve. Called them and say, sir, we don't have it. I was like, dang. So I called 6 different banks before I found one bank that could cash this check. That's one issue. What that means, y'all in the chat, if you ain't putting everything together on YouTube, if you ain't putting it together, what that means is the government is officially taking money out of the rotation. They taking money out the rotation. They're limiting the supply to force us to go to digital currency. That's where we're going. The government is literally taking money out of the supply to make us have to go swipe or get the chip. Yo, how many of y'all gonna get the chip in the hand, the mark of the beast? Y'all gonna get the mark of the beast? Y'all know y'all gonna get that mark of the beast. That beast, you gonna get that joint right there. Jimmy said, hell nah. Yo, Angela, you gonna get the mark of the beast? I know you like to go to Whole Foods. I seen your profile picture. You gonna go to. But anyway, I'm looking and I'm like, yo, so it's that difficult for y'all to find more than a couple grand to cash me out? She said, yeah, sir. So, all right, this is what's gonna happen. So I went to the bank. PNC Bank, shouts out to what's her name? Shantae, hey girl. Shantae. I don't know what it is, yo. I think the older dudes get, it's just like, I think we just stop giving it. We stop giving it. What up, talent? I think the older we get as men, we just stop caring, right? And so I go in the bank. I got the check. Keep in mind, I called ahead of time to make sure they could cash the check. So I go in. I say, how you doing? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Mike, go to the PNC Bank in Tucker. Thank me later, bro. So my wife might see this on the playback and be like, what is this nigga? But anyway, we go in. Well, I go in because I'm by myself. I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday I felt like him. I was the golden man. I was golden man Mike Nito. I was him yesterday. So I go in the bank. I see this red bone. What is it about the girls that have like the super tight? I ain't gonna say super tight, but she had the sweater dress on. That joint was hitting just right. And I was like, I'm not gonna do this. Y'all know I'm a Scorpio, big 40. Talent. I'm gonna be big 40 next week, yeah. So I said, I'm gonna go in here. I look in. I say, how you doing? I tried to make myself as square as possible. I tried to be square as possible. I said, how you doing? I'm just here to cash this check, and I'm gonna get out, do my thing. So she sees the check. She looks at me like this. Again, same look. What you do? I said, I don't do nothing. I said, I do it. What's the answer? Angela, what answer did I give her? She said, what you do? What's the answer I give her? A lot. Right. I said, I do a lot. I got a lot going on. So she said, okay, well, Mr. A lot. I was like, don't do it. I said, don't do it. Yeah. I said, I'm married, yo. I said, I'm married. She said, what you mean? I said, I know that look. I know that the eye look. All the baddies do the same thing. Yo, why do the baddies do this why they do that? Why? Hold the phone like that. Why do baddies do that? Angela, I saw you do that on one of your profile pictures. I saw you do it on one of your profile pictures. Angela's gonna be all on this pod's episode. So anyway, she's cashing the check. Then some African man comes up. He says, well, how much is it? So he looks at the check. He says, oh, you need to open an account with us. I said, I don't want to open an account with y'all. I'm good. I said, I got all my corporate accounts are with Wells Fargo. Well, we can match it. We can do better. I said, well, bruh. And I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I could not help it. I said, well, since she right here, she might be able to she might be able to motivate me to go ahead and start an account with y'all. I said, she is beautiful. What'd I do that for? It was up. I was like, all right, stop. Big Jesus, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Big Jesus. I said, I'm sorry, Big Jesus. I don't want to do this. I'm trying not to do this. So she just smiling, cheesing. Then, of course, talent, you're from this elk. You're from this elk. So I just put it on. I said, you like Cheesecake Factory? She said, I do. I said, all right, dope. Yo, I know when not to jump off the bridge. I'm not going to jump off that bridge at all. But I said, that's dope. I said, hopefully you find somebody that'll take you to Cheesecake Factory because I can't do it. I'm full married. She said, what does that mean? What's that mean? I said, I see what time you want. But anyway, they cashed the check, and all I want to say is, yo, we are going to a cashless society. It's coming. You can't fight it. If you think you about to fight it like you got the answer, you don't got the answers. You're sway. You ain't got the answer. That's what you ain't got the answers, yo. You do not have the answers. Because this is another thing. And I'm going to talk about my neighbor. I have a white lady that stays next door to me. Her name is Sue. Shouts out to Sue. Hold on. Let me give Sue a clap. Sue and Kobe. What up? Kobe's her little dog. He's a little cute little dog. But Sue and Kobe stays next door. In the house that we remodeled, that we flipped, but that's a whole nother conversation. But anyway, Sue works for a big film company. I'm not going to say the name of the company, but she works for a big film company. And you know, Hollywood has been on strike. The actors and everybody been on strike. So she says, well, how's everything over there with you, Mike? I said, we're good. I said, you know, I got different investments going on. We eating, we surviving. So she says, "Oh, that's good for you." Yeah, it's hard over here for the Hollywood and the Actors Guild and SAG Alpha. She said, "It's hard over here for us." I said, "Well, what's going on?" She said, "Well, we're still trying to negotiate. Some type of agreement between us and the CEOs of the different companies." So I said, "Well, what do you feel like is the main issue between y'all and them? Like, what's not happening?" Because there's got to be some confusion in the lines of conversation or communication. There's got to be some confusion somewhere. It's not lining up. She said, well, the biggest issue right now is AI and the use of AI as it relates to our industry. And y'all know right here, YouTube, y'all know, I don't really take the victim route. I feel like we just got to get to it. Again, fat kid. It's the same concept. You the fat kid that gets smacked in your face and they gonna take your bike. Hollywood. You the fat kid. All the actors is the fat kid. Why I got this cone? All the actors is the fat kid, and the CEOs of the company is smacking you in the face and they're taking your bike, right? So I told her, I said, well, hopefully everything works out. And I don't know what to tell you. I try to encourage as much as possible. I try to encourage as much as possible. But I said, the issue is this. How are y'all competing? How are y'all able to compete with what's going on right now? I don't know how y'all able to compete. So she says, well, the biggest issue right now is we have content creators, i.e. shouts out to all the content creators. Hey, we about to be balling. Hey. But she said the issue is we got all these content creators is developing these new shows independently, and some of the big film studios are starting to put money behind those projects and helping them develop. So I said, interesting. What that sounds like is this. Hollywood is going to use AI for all of the administrative stuff. When it comes to delegating and figuring out how to get certain content on different platforms, the timing, the programming, they're going to use AI for a lot of this stuff, and they're going to use the content creators that have their own platforms to serve as the media that they're going to push. So I said, wow. So after our conversation ended, I said, all right, well, Sue, you know, I'm going to always motivate. And I really do wish the best for people. But I do feel like we're getting to an era where if you don't, it's get down to lay down. Nino Brown, fat kid that's getting your bike taken. That's where we at with it. So Hollywood over here, they're trying to negotiate some type of deal. And then you got all the people over here with Ford Company and all of GM. They're trying to strike and try to negotiate some deals. Y'all trying to know. It pisses me off. I'm trying not to cuss on this part. But think about this. Everybody that works at Ford, everybody that works at GM, wherever you work at, right? Think about it like this. Y'all are trying to negotiate, what, $60,000? I'm going to look up the salaries. They're trying to negotiate higher salaries with a 4-day work week. I'm going to tell you off the rip. If it was my company, I'm going to be like, where the robots at? Where the robots at? Hey, like, where they at? Because, all right, let's look and see. What is it called? The GM union trying to negotiate, asking for it. There we go. Let's see. As of now, GM, they're asking for a 32-hour work week instead of a 40-hour work week. That's one line item they're asking for. They're also asking for restoration of traditional defined benefits pension. They're not going to get it. You ain't going to get it. You ain't going to get these companies to pay you for your life forever after you retire. It's up. It is up. Just let y'all know it's up. All right, so what else they asking for? They're asking for a return of cost. They want to raise for the cost of living as well. I like that idea. But I don't think they're going to get it. I don't see it happening. If you look at, I'm going to find a clip. But I know Elon and then Rivian, I think is the other name of the brand. Both of them are electric manufacturers, right? Elon over here making the robot people. Nigga, how you gonna compete with a robot? The robot don't sleep, it don't eat, it don't beg for more money, it don't even cry, it has no feelings. It's a robot. They must say, hey, how many? I see this product. You want 1,000 of these? You tell the robot, yeah, make me 1,000 of them. They say, all right, cool. And them joints just gonna go. They gonna go. How y'all gonna compete with that? What's gonna really happen is some of the people, and I've been saying this too, some of the people that go get their license to be technicians or operators, those are gonna be the only humans getting to the bag. Watch what I say. In the next, I'm gonna say it might be maybe 3 years. Hopefully it's longer than that. But maybe the next 3 years, the ones that's getting to the real bag is gonna be the operators that can operate the robots and write commands and know how to use AI, and that's efficient with it. Those are gonna be the ones that's getting the bag. Everybody else is out here on the picket line. It's up. You can't compete with a robot. So you got to figure out how to work it, how to use it, how to make it work for you. Like, but yeah, I'm frustrated. I want to also use this moment to tell all of the content creators. Yeah, I got to tell y'all. Angela said you speaking truth today. But I got to tell y'all because I played the victim. I've been in the space of playing the victim and trying to figure out, oh, well, you know what? I'm going to just wait for them. I'm going to wait for them to pick this beat. Until they pick this beat, I ain't got nothing to do but make some more beats. I'm going to make some more beats, and then I'm going to try to play some more albums. Then you get into the hamster wheel of creating, and then you don't get no benefits from it. You don't get no money from it. So while you're creating, you're going broke. That's what I did. I did that. I've been there. I ain't trying to go back. So show me the robot. Show me the AI. Listen, if there's anybody that's watching this pod that's on YouTube, if any of y'all watching this, listen to this. I'm going to let y'all know up front. If you don't figure out how to use AI with your content, you're going to lose. You're going to be at a loss. You're going to tank off the rip. I started learning this joint back in March. Well, no, not March. Maybe April, May. I started just studying up on AI and what it could do and all this stuff. I can use AI. And y'all probably didn't even know the difference, but I can use AI to create 30-second clips out of an hour episode, and it gives me timestamps for subject matter, and it shoots out what's the most probability? What's the probability of one of those videos going viral? It's called virality through AI. So I could just talk to y'all, and I do what I do naturally, and I just kick it with y'all and all that stuff. And AI is going to dissect that from the standpoint of this is what these type of people like. If you word it this way, this is what people like. So he said this on this, and he said this on this. Let me put this together. You got a viral clip. You get a viral clip, you get a bigger following. You get a bigger following, you got more money. That's your social currency. Getting viral for the clicks don't mean nothing if you don't have no product at the end of it. Some of y'all just out here making funnies. That was funny. Oh boy. Ooh, you hear that song that girl did? Oh, that was hard. Oh my God, girl, you did that. Oh my God. You sing so well. He speaks so well. Don't nobody care. You shouldn't. Don't focus on the likes. Don't focus on just getting stuff to get stuff. Focus on having a product to give to these people at the end of whatever they're doing. After they finish laughing at you, do you have a t-shirt with any of your sayings? After you finish talking on any of these panels, do you have a book? Do you have an ebook? Do you have a podcast that they can go subscribe to and you can get monetized off of it and start collecting something? Because this is the only way. How you live without money, yo? I'm going to just say that. Jimmy said I'm going off this morning. But no, I'm just saying, how do you live without money? I want you to really answer that question. How do you live without money? If you could do it, please teach me. Please teach me how you live without money. Because the last time I checked, if I don't have no money, I can't pay no power bill, I can't pay no water bill. I can't pay for no food. I can't pay for no gas. If I can't pay for the gas, I can't go to a grocery store. If I can't go to a grocery store, I can't buy no food. How you do anything without money? Say money is evil. No. The Bible says the love of money is evil. The Bible says the love of money is evil. So that means don't put money above your brother's head. Put not thine money above thine brother's head. I'm going to put that in the street. Y'all know how? Yo, you know how in the street they say, hey, I put 5 on their head. Put not thine money upon thine brother's head. The love of money is evil, right? That's what I'm saying. Because you got to have bread to survive. You got to have, exactly, money is a medium. Exactly. Jimmy want to go back and forth. He said, you got it. Anytime dudes say you got it, bro. Jimmy, don't unsubscribe to the Lucrative community. I love you. But this is, I'm just saying. All right, just think about this. And we're going to go to the next subject. But just think about this. If you don't really focus on getting to the bag, just think about it. If you don't focus on getting to the bag, how many things can you actually make happen? If you don't focus. All right, perfect example. Then we're going to go to the next thing. Perfect example. Yesterday in my story on Instagram, I know some of y'all follow me on Instagram. Yesterday in my story on Instagram, I was posting little small clips. I saw a guy, right? And I don't like to talk about this stuff because I am one of the people that feel like all of your good doing should be like behind the scenes. Like you're a Samaritan, you being a great Samaritan and helping out people, that should go like that. Just tuck that joint. Just know between you and who? You and who? Big Jesus. That's between you and Big Jesus that you bless this person. Because that person might be embarrassed by you blessing them, right? So I had a guy that I saw up on Moreland Avenue in Atlanta. Moreland Avenue. He had a blanket on. He had some oversized pants, and he was barefooted. I'm going to say it again. He had a blanket on, oversized pants that he had tied up, and no shoes. It was 38 degrees yesterday for a little minute. It was 38 degrees. Now, granted, I know his living conditions. He might be on some substance, whatever. But as I kept saying in my story, you got to have a heart for people. You got to want to help people. You can't just be all about you. And that's why I feel like the love of money, the idea of the love of money is evil. Because if I see this person, I just told y'all about the bread that I got from the bank with Shantae. Hey, Shantae. Hey, girl. But I just told y'all about that. So I got bread. I had the bread. So I was just like, look, you know what? I see this man with no shoes on. He ain't got no shirt. He got a blanket. So I went up to him, and I recorded me walking away from him. I didn't put him on the camera because, again, I don't believe in making nobody no spectacle. I don't believe in that. So I went up to him. I said, look, man. I said, what size shoe you wear? He said, in true crackhead form, what you mean what kind of shoes I wear? I said, all right. I said, no, what size shoe you wear? Why you ask that? I said, I'm going to get you some shoes. He said, well, why you going to do that? I said, because you ain't got no shoes on, man. It's cold out here. He said, man, you for real? I said, sir, what size shoe do you wear? He said, well, I wear a damn 10. I said, all right, cool. I said, what about your shirt? What you asking me for a shirt? I said, sir, you look like you're about a large. He said, I don't know what I am. He said, I got the blanket on right here. I'm good. I got a blanket. I don't really need no shoes. Strong black man, that idea. So I said, all right. I said, wait right there. I go in the store. I look around. I'm in Marshall's first. Look at Marshall's. They ain't had no size 10s, no nothing. So I was like, dang, I really want to get this man some shoes. I looked around. I said, oh, it's a Ross down the street. So he's still out in front. I said, bro, come walk down here with me. I'm going to go in this Ross and try to find you some shoes. Man, you ain't got to do all that, but shit, all right, go. So he walks. He's walking behind me. And I go in Ross. I'm looking. I found some 10s. I found the size 10 shoe. Then I said, all right, I'm going to find him a little hoodie. I found him a hoodie just so he could be warm. So he could be warm. Like, just think. I ain't breaking down and crying and none of that. But I'm just saying, like, so he could be warm outside. We have houses to go to. Even if you got a car to go sleep in. You got a car to go sleep in. He ain't have nothing. So I'm in the store. I'm in the line. I see the security guard from the Ross goes outside. He says, hey, man, you got to leave out. You got to go, man. You got to go. So I holler at the security guard. I say, hey, leave him alone, bro. Leave him alone, bro. I said, I'm getting this for him. This is for him. So the security guard, which is a black dude, he looked at me like, what you mean it's for him? I said, bro, I'm getting this for him. He said, he with you? I said, technically, yeah. I said, but I'm getting this for him because he ain't got no shoes on. I said, did you see? Did you look at his feet? And nah, I ain't even think about that, bro. Man, you a good dude, bro. I was like, the security guard said, you a good dude, bro. I said, man, I wouldn't want my granddaddy, I wouldn't want my uncle or my grandma or any of them, no matter if they're on drugs or whatever, I wouldn't want them out here with no shoes on and it's 30 degrees outside. I wouldn't want that. See, Jimmy, that's what I'm saying. So I get to the cash register. It's an older black lady. She look like she about to start crying. She said, this is so nice. Oh, my God, this is so nice. I can't believe you're doing it. I said, ma'am, don't do it. I said, how much do I owe you? So I paid for the stuff, walk out the store. I give the dude his hoodie and his shoes, and he's just like, oh, I appreciate it, man. He had the biggest smile. Snaggletooth. He had that crack smile. It's still that crack smile. Biggest smile on his face. I don't know that anybody made that man smile. I ain't going to cry about that. I'm not going to do that. But I don't know that anybody has taken the time to make that man smile in years. In years. I don't know that anybody has made a person smile in years. I can imagine he's probably been getting, get off the, man, move. Look at you, you bum, you stink, you did this. He probably been getting that for years, y'all. We got to have a heart. So I want to take that all the way back to what we were first talking about. If I was not well off financially, I wouldn't be able to contribute to somebody like that. That's why I want everybody to get rich. Now, granted, everybody ain't going to do what I do. I understand that. But it's a lot of people that will. And they can't do it because they're not financially able to do it just yet. That's what I mean by you got to get to this money. Money is important. Don't love the money, but be very aware of how much of it you need to get. All right. I got to pick it back up, man. I got to pick it back up because I'm about to start crying. Yo, Angela says you're a big softy. I'm over here crying. Yo, don't cry. Angela, don't cry. But I'm just saying, yo, we really got to remove our personal well, I ain't gonna say personal sense, but we have to remove us out of the equation sometimes and think about somebody else. All right. All right. Next, I think we already talked about that. Oh, this is gonna be a fun one. What separates us from the next person? I got this clip that I want to play. If you watch this on the pod and I don't credit you, I'm sorry. I can't even find your actual podcast episode of you talking about this, but I got the clip. So if you have any issues, just holler at me. I don't mind crediting you. But this is one right here. This is good. This is so good.
People stuck. 1, get them focused on things they can't control. That's number 1.
Let me start it over.
Ways to keep people stuck. 1, get them focused on things they can't control. That's number 1. And look at the news. The news is all about getting you to focus on things you can't control. That's going to keep you stuck. Number 2, get you to focus on the things you don't have. So now we're going to focus on control and we're going to focus on lack. And just think about the news. Back test what I'm saying. Now you're all out there, and all in the solution is now out there. You're looking out there for it. And then the last one is, I need to make sure I get you stuck in the past or in the future. Right? Now I've taken all power from you. And it is not all like somebody else can do this. We do this to ourselves. We focus on things we can't control. We focus on things we don't have, and we focus on the past or we focus on the future, keeping ourselves powerless to change our lives. So taking back control is, I focus on the one thing I can control, myself. I focus on the things I do have, gratitude, and I get in the very real present moment. Now is all there is of time. And all creation happens now. Right.
Yes, sir. Let me give that man a clap. Yeah. So I wanted to go ahead. We're going to talk about that part. See, we need to change that out. But when it comes to how we view certain things, and we've been talking about this for like the last 3 weeks. About 3 weeks. We've been talking about this. But just mindset change. For me, I told y'all, this right now, this is November, November the 3rd, right? November the 3rd, as of November the 3rd. This is the beginning of next year for me. When it comes to how I'm planning next year, how I want it to look financially, the type of people I want to be around. If I do an upgrade on the house, I would like to do an upgrade on the house, but I'm going to wait till the interest rate. Like, the interest rate got to drop. But I want to upgrade on a house. I want to rent this house out and do some other things, right? I'm not going to look at how many things that I'm doing for next year, technically. I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to look at how many things am I actually going to do that's going to benefit me and my family. What up, Reese? I'm going to look at how many things that we could do to benefit my family. How many things that we can do to up the awareness of things that we can, or the things that the things that are available to us, right? One of the things that I like to look at is, I just had an idea. I think this was last podcast. I had an idea to kind of mentor some young dudes, right? I would say it might end up just being black dudes. I don't know yet. But I want to mentor some young dudes and take them to the better side of town, right? I want to take them to the better side of town and help them see. Again, see. I want them to see better. I want them to see differently. Because I think when it comes to how many different visuals are being pushed for black people, let's just add them up. Do the math. How many things are being pushed towards black people? You got your liquor. You're going to always have your liquor crowd. You're going to have your wing stops. You're going to have all of the stuff in the hood that's going to give you heartburn and congestive heart failure. You're going to have all of that stuff. But then you're also going to have a lot of the non-productive. A lot of the non-productive things will come. What up, P Mag? What up? Hold up. Let me give P Mag a shot. Angela, I told y'all IG is like, my main focus is y'all, because y'all pay to be here. But I'm on Instagram too right now. But how many different platforms are actually pushing good images of black people right now? I want y'all to think about that. And then as it relates to community, when it comes to the community, how many different CEOs or business owners are going out of their way to expose our black kids to, and I gotta say black. I feel like a lot of white kids are exposed to what better looks like. That's how they size it up, and they ain't talking about they size it up to what better looks like when it comes to the internet, like on actual paper, in person. You see it, right? So I was telling Reggie, y'all know Reggie. I said I want us to figure out how we can charter maybe like 3 or 4 Sprinter vans. I want to get all the kids from the hood. It could be dudes and girls, dudes and females. Take them up to maybe Alpharetta. Take them out to the suburbs where them houses like $1 million plus, $2 million houses, $3 million houses. Take them up there, just looking around, exposing them to what the air smells like up there. And then while we're up there, I want to also make sure we go out there and get like some lunch or something in that area, so they can see what good customer service looks like. They can see how other people that's not black, or it's a lot of black people up there actually. So anybody that think Alpharetta is all white is not. It's a lot of black people up there. But expose them to what that lifestyle looks like, what that feels like. I feel like everybody is just recycling the same story. The same story is this. We're gonna have Taekwon over here. Y'all know I gotta get the blackest of the black name. We're gonna have Taekwon over here. He gonna play sports. He gonna play for AAU. I think it's called AAU. Little Taekwon's gonna play for Daquan. He gonna play for AAU. We gonna get him a level up. He's gonna be the dopest athlete ever. He gonna get accepted in a D1 school under a scholarship. Once he get in his scholarship, all the scouts is gonna be looking at him. He's gonna be in the number 1 draft order. He's gonna be on the top. How do they do draft picks? Y'all know I'm not a sports dude. It's top 10, top 20. But for conversation, because we already at hour. For conversational purposes, Lil Taekwon's gonna get top 10 draft pick, right? His whole life, he's neglected the idea of building relationships. He's neglected the idea of treating other people more than better. He's neglected the idea of having to be nice, and he's just focused on building sports. Sports is his career. So he gets into the NBA, he gets into the NFL, he gets into baseball, whatever he plays, and now he has to face what class looks like. He has to face, this is what they do up here. And that's one person from the community that made it out of thousands, out of hundreds. So I feel like for every Taekwon that might end up going to play basketball or that might end up going to play football, you should have 1,000 Tammys, 1,000 Erics, 1,000, give me another black name, Hassan. You have 1,000 Hassans that can go do something else that's just as proactive, just as productive in a career field that's going to pay good money, and they could be exposed to the same lifestyle. That's where I want us to get to. So I was telling Reggie, I said I want to figure out how we could do that next year. If there's anybody that's watching this on YouTube on the playback, like, we are looking to team up with other business owners to expose these kids to better. Show them what better looks like. All right? So if anybody want to do that, please make sure you holler at me. All my musicians, y'all know I officially have a schedule. So I will be doing all of my music reviews Monday through Thursday only. I ain't messing with y'all the other days because I'm like, y'all be doing too much. But I've been doing music reviews from 10:30 to 1 o'clock in the morning every day. And I was like, all right, we can't do that. So right now it's just going to be Monday through Thursday, 10 to 1 o'clock in the morning. If we still have a good turnout, then I might keep it going, or I might narrow it down even more to maybe 2 or 3 days a week. I'm basing this off of y'all. So whatever y'all do, however y'all want to show up, is the level in which I'll show up to match y'all. All right, so every Monday through Thursday, music review, we going in, I'm dropping jewels, I'm giving out the sauce. for the low. Chicken on a stick. All right. And then anybody else that needs coaching calls, if you need any kind of, if you want to promote on the Mad Lucrative Podcast, please hit me up. Hit me up at Mad Ads. What is it? Hold up. What is it? Let me not just say something. What's our, do you know our ad link, the ad email? Mad Lucrative is not Mad Lucrative. Give me 1 second, y'all. If y'all want to promote, you can promote on Mad Ads Network. Mad Ads Network at Gmail. And if this is wrong, then I'll also put it in the body of the description on YouTube. So y'all can go ahead and do it like that. All right. All right, cool. All hearts and mind clear. Yeah. All hearts and mind are clear. All right. All right, beautiful. All right, well, so till next week, it's been real. Love y'all. Peace. Peace.